Yes, we will take another problem on non-normal distribution. The problem runs like this. The marks of 1000 students in an exam follows a normal distribution with mean value 70 and standard deviation 5. Determine the number of students whose marks will be less than 65, more than 75, between 65 and 70. So these are the x values. 65, 75, between 65, 75, they are the x values. Since he has given the mean and standard deviation, so mean is equal to mu, 70 he has given. Standard deviation sigma, he has given 5. We can convert this x to z, standard normal variant. X is equal to, z is equal to x minus mu by sigma, x minus 70 by 5. This is z. Now, one by one we will take. First one, I have to find the probability of x less than 65. This is the mean. X is the marks. So this is the, if this is the thing, then z will be what? When x is less than 65, z will be 65 minus 70 divided by 5, which is minus 1. Minus 1. Yeah, minus 1. Z is minus 1. That means it is the same as P of x less than 65 is the same as P of z less than minus 1. Got the answer? Correct? Now let us find out this using the table. So now we are finding P of z less than minus 1. What is P of z less than minus 1? The meaning of that is, it is from the curve. If you want to understand that, so this is the standard normal distribution curve. We have learned like this. Minus 1 means it is here. This is 0. This is minus. Less than minus 1 means what? Less than minus 1 means it is in this region. Less than minus 1. So it is minus 2 like that. Okay? So this region is required. That is P. This region is z less than minus 1. Actually, since it is symmetric curve, if you take plus 1 here, whatever region is there after this, it is the same as this, correct? Symmetrical. And then z greater than plus 1. So z less than minus 1 is the same as z greater than plus 1. So this area and this area, they are equal because of symmetry. Now this can be written as Pz greater than. Not yet. If you want this, similar to last problem, if you want this can be written as this entire thing z greater than 0 minus z less than 1. Z greater than 0 means from 0 to any infinity. Okay? Z less than 1, if you deduct that, then you will get z greater than 1. So this can be written as P of z greater than 0 minus P of z less than or equal to 3. Z less than or equal to 1. Not 3. You got the answer. Now what is this value? Z greater than 0. This entire area to the right side of this is half. So this value is half. Last problem also I have written, P z greater than 0 is half, 0.5 minus. What is this? This is phi of 1. Phi of 1. So phi of 1 from the table. From the normal distribution table, phi of 1 value is 0.3413. 0.3413. 0.3413. So that means it is 0.5 minus 0.3413 from the table, from the normal student table. So what is the answer? This is the probability.
0.1587.
1587.
87.
Yeah. This is the probability of having marks less than 65. Number of students, if you want, is asked the number of students. This is the probability. Number of students is given by probability multiplied by total students. What is the total students terms here? Is given 1000. So 0.1587 into 1000. That means it is 158.7 means 159. It cannot be decimal. Number of students cannot be decimal. So from 159 students, probability of 159 students getting less than 65 marks is okay. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, what is asked? More than probability x greater than 75. How many students can get more than 75 marks out of 1000? So ಇನ್ನೇನಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, z is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? x is 75 minus mu is 70 divided by sigma is 5. 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Correct? That means finding p of x greater than 75 is the same as finding p of z greater than 1. P of z greater than 1. P of z greater than 1, you are getting the same answer. You are getting the same answer, alva? Last test में ऐसा करता है. P of z greater than 1 means it is same thing. P z greater than 0 minus p z less than or equal to 1. So which is the same thing as 0.5 minus phi of 1, which is same thing. 0.5 minus 0.3413, that is 0.1587. So getting 75, more than 75 marks, same number of students you are going to get. Less than 65, more than 75, same number of students you are getting. So number of students in this case getting more than 75 marks is the same thing. 1000 into probability is same, 0.1587. So it is 159 students. This is for the second. Next, for the third, how many students score marks between 65 and 75? That is probability of 65 less than x less than 75. Here also let us find out z now. Z is, suppose if x is 65, so you are getting z1. I take it as z1. Z1 is 65 minus 70 by 5, which is minus 1. I will take this as z2. When x is 75, I will take it as z2. 75 minus 70 by 5, which is 1 plus 1. That means this probability is the same as minus 1 less than z less than plus 1. Correct? Now, if you observe this graph, minus 1 to plus 1 means it will have two areas. This is minus 1, this is plus 1. It will have two areas. One area is this, another area is this. If you add those two areas or 5 values, you are going to get it. That means this can be written as probability of z greater than or equal to, or I will write like this, the probability of 0 less than z less than 1 and less than minus 1. Correct ಆಯ್ತಾ? First minus 1 ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, first we will write minus 1, then we will get it. Between you can write like this, in another way also you can write. So what I will do here is, actually this is symmetric. Since it is symmetric, I can write 2 times. This and this they are equal, these two areas are equal. So I can write it as 2 times probability of z 0 less than z less than 1. You can write this. The equal to. So I am taking from here to here. And I am multiplying that by 2 because these two are equal. So this is nothing but 2 times 2 into this is nothing but phi of 1 is phi of 1. So phi of 1 value is 0.3413 from the table. Phi of 1 value is 0.3413. So 2 times 0.3413 which is nothing but 0.6826. That is the answer. So number of students who can get marks between 65 and 75 is 0.6826 into 1000. Number of students in class. This is probability. When probability is multiplied by total number of students, you will get the answer. So 1000 into 0.6826, which is 682.683. So probability of getting marks between 65 and 75 is out of 1000 students, 683 students can get the marks between 65 and 75. So you can always convert normal variate into standard normal variate, and that is your z value. From that z value you can always get the value of phi. It gives the area under the curve from the table. Using that value you can always find out the probability. If the total number is given, that number multiplied by probability gives the number of students. This is right.